All right. Um, let's start with the first question. The first question says that a survey was made to find the type of music a certain group of people, young people, liked in a city. So they have shown this information with the help of this graph. What is this graph called?
Pie chart.
Yes, it's a circle graph or it's a pie chart. Okay. So now, based on this, they have asked you a few questions, so you'll have to answer that. Okay. So, if 20 people liked classical music, how many young people were surveyed? That's the first question.
So
How would
classical is 10%. Hmm, 1 second. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Wait, no. 40 plus 20, 60, 60 plus 30, 90, 90 plus 100. So 100. 200 people.
okay. And how did you find that?
Because 10 percentage is like people like classical music, and
Mm-hmm.
that's 20 people. So that's the
Hmm.
double of that.
Okay, got it. That's correct. The answer is correct. But like in your exams, you'll have to show the calculations, right? So you'll have, do
That's
you remember we did this in the percent ratio? There was this chapter about percentage in the previous
yeah,
grade, right? So we were,
not ratio, comparing quantities.
yes, I think in comparing quantities only, yes. So we had to find like 10% of X is this much. The like 10% of X is 200. So you could find out X. So we will do something like this only. Now, the information they have given us is 20 people liked classical music. So 10% of X. And what is X? X is the total number, is equals to 20. Okay. Out of the total, 10% is 20, right? This is what it means. So you will have to use this equation. So 10 upon 100, because we have to remove the sign, right? Into X is 20. So we will take X is equals to 20 into 100 over 10, and I cancel out the 0. So my X is 200. Okay. So your answer was correct, but you'll have to show the calculations also, right? So so write this down, because in your notebook or in your exam, you'll have to show a proper calculation.
Done, mom.
All right, next part of the question.
Which type of music is liked by the maximum number of people? Light.
Hmm. Now, third part.
If a cassette company were to make 1,000 CDs, how many of each type would they make?
Yes. How should we do this?
Like for each person, oh, 1,000 CDs. So for 200, I don't get the question.
Okay. Okay. Um, So we have to basically find out that if the total number of CD is 1,000, okay, so how much like each category will get, like how much CDs folk will get, how much CDs light will get. So what we're going to do is we will first take the percentage. Okay, so let's start with light. So light is 40%, right? Give me 1 second. I'll let me change the screen so that I can write it down. Tell me once you can see a different screen.
I can.
Okay. So first we have light music, and it was 40%. Okay. Now how do we find out for this? First we and the total number of CDs the company is making is 1000. Now,
Yes.
what we're going to do is basically we have to find the 40% of 1000, right? Because why? Because the total CDs is 1000, and out of these 1000 CDs, 40% will be light music, right? So I just have to find the 40% of 1000. Okay. And how will I do that? 40% of 1000. So first of all,
So
remove the percentage sign. This becomes 100
40,
multiplied by
40 by 100.
hmm, this gets cancelled. So I will get 400. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So out of 1000 CDs, 400 will be of light music. Okay. Is it clear how why are we finding that? Because the total, like the amount of CDs are going to be from the total, and the total is 1000. Now next we have for classical we have let me write it in this. So light will have how many? 400 CDs. Similarly, this will have 300 CDs. This will have 200, and this will have 100. Okay, same calculation.
Do we need to write the calculations for all of them if we are
Yes.
writing in now?
Yes. Write the calculation for this one as well. Okay. Just make a small circle and like roughly make this light as 40% and the remaining so that you have an idea. Okay. And you have written the first part, write the third part also. Second one is
Done, ma'am.
all right. Now let's move on to question number two. Question number two says that a group of 360 people were. Can I erase whatever's written on the screen? Okay. Now they are asking that a group of 360 people were asked to vote for their favorite season. Okay, and in this they have voted. This is the number of votes, and total number of people are 360. Now they had to vote for their favorite three seasons they were given: summer, rainy, and winter, and they had to vote. So the first question is which type of graph is this?
This is d- I don't know.
Yeah, it's you can just say that it's just
Tally
a table,
marks?
you can say, because it's not a pictograph. Like in pictograph, you'll have to
Yeah.
depict. Yeah, so it's not a pictograph. You can just say it's a normal graph. Okay. Now, which season got the most votes?
Winter.
Yeah. So winter got the most votes. Find the central angle for each of the sector. We'll come back to this in a minute. And okay, so two parts. First, we have to find the central angle of each sector, and then we have to draw a pie chart to show the information. Now, in the last class, we I I told you how to draw the pie chart, and the central angle you also know. I just didn't tell you what a central angle is. Let's scroll back up a little. So when this angle we find after calculating, do you remember we first divide it with the total, then multiply it with 360, and then whatever angle you get, that is what they are calling a central angle. Okay.
Yes,
So you'll
ma'am.
have to do that for each of the number. So I'll do for summer with you, and the remaining you'll have to do. Okay. So first of all, to convert it into fraction, I'll have to write the portion of summer, which is 90 upon the total. How much is the total?
Uh, 150 plus 120 plus 90.
And how much is that? They've
150
given it
plus
in the question.
120, two
No,
seventy.
they've wait. They've given in the question 360 people, so you don't have to calculate it. Okay. So don't calculate it. So 90 upon 360. So if you want, you can cancel out the zeros. 9 ones are 9 and 9 fours are 36. Yes. And then you multiply it with what? 360 degree. Okay. So again, you will get 90
360
degrees
by
after.
4. And then, yeah.
90 degree. Okay. So 90 degree is our central angle. So for this one, our central angle is 90 degree. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you find for the rest of the two and make a pie chart?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, it's all the same because the number is 360.
Yes.
So like if the number is 360 in the exam, do we need to calculate it? Will they give
You'll have
marks
to
for
show
that?
the calculation. You'll have to show the calculation. So
Okay.
you'll have to.
Mom, I have a question. What's the percentage for each of the things then?
Percentage for?
We have to write the percentage also, right?
No, 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 no.
No need.
No. Where will you use it? Like, at what point? They're not asking it in the question. Yes, correct, Hafsa. You used a protractor, right, to make the angles, the scale.
Yes, mom.
Correct. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Give me 1 second. All right. Now, question number 3 is exactly like question number 2. So I'm giving you this as the homework. So I'll check it in the next class. Okay. So just write this down. And this is the table for question 3.
Done, mom.
All right. Now let's move on to the next question. We have question number 4. Okay. Now question number 4. Is there some background noise that you're hearing? Now in question number 4, they are asking that they have given you this pie chart and it represents the data of one student, like the marks of one student. Okay, so it has all the subjects: maths, social science, Hindi, and English. So 5 subjects and the score of the 5 subjects. Okay, not the score. They haven't mentioned the score, but they just have marked the angles. Like math is 90%, science is 80%, and so on. Okay. And one thing that I've mentioned is that the total marks that the child obtained was 540. Okay, so the total marks obtained were 540. And if the total, so the first question is, if the total marks were 540, in which subject did he score 105 marks? But now they have given the angles. So it's very like, how do we find it? Now we know one thing, that this 90 is out of what? What is the total of this 90?
360.
Correct. So 90 upon 360 will give us the fraction, which will be 1 by 4. And then we multiply it with what? The total here, 540. Okay, so basically what we were doing here to find the central angle, right? We do the opposite process.
I
Okay,
get
so the
it.
okay, so we're going we're going in the backward direction. So what we so now I'll just divide. This will be 4 ones are 4. I think 540 will be there. Might not be. Um, in fourth table. No, it's not there. I'll divide it by 2. This will be 270 and this will be 135. So for 90, that means he scored 135 marks in maths. Can you find for other subjects also?
Yes. Ma, I don't know the table of 65. 170.
Are you asking something, Hafsa?
I don't know the table of 65.
55. So you can, what is the number in the numerator?
360. Or numerator 65.
360 upon 65 upon 360 you have.
Yes.
So just directly multiply it with 540 and see if you can cancel something out. Okay. Like 65 upon 360 into
Okay, so the zeros we can cancel out. So now it's 65.
now it's we just write it on the screen.
65 by
So we
36 into 54.
into 54. Now 36 and 54. What is the divisibility rule of 3? Also, they are both even
The
numbers, so that means they can be divided by 2. But what is the divisibility rule? Divisibility rule for
the
3?
sum of the number, the sum of all the
Hmm.
digits.
Yes. So this will give you 9, and this will also give you 9. So that means both the numbers are in 3 stable. So
like
cancel them.
64 on 12, 54 on 36 on 12. Where 36 on 12 and 54 on 18. So 65 by 12 into 18. And then 12, 6, 18, 9, 9, 9. And then 65 by 2 into 3. 65 by 2 into 3. So 65 divided to 65. 65 by 2 into 3. But I don't get it.
All right. So we have 65 upon 360, right? Then we multiply it by 540. So basically, we can also do that. Let's cancel it by 5 first. So 65 will be in how many times? 13. And this will be in how many times? 360 will be 6. No, 7 balance 1 and 2, 72. So we have 13 upon 72 multiplied by 540. Now I can simplify it by 2. So 72 is going to be in how many times? 36. And this will get cancelled to 270. Now 36, we have 13 into 270 upon 36. 270 will become how much? 135. And 36 will become how much? Two ones are two balance. So 135 by 18. Now I cannot cancel it anymore. So I'll have to multiply 135 in.
I can't like see the screen you're writing in. I can't see the screen.
Wait. Let me do it again. I've shared a different screen. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have 65 upon 360 multiplied by, let's just simplify this first. Okay. Both of the numbers will be are divisible by 5. Okay. So 65 comes in how many times? 12. Well, no, wait. 50, then 60 is 12. 65 is 13. 13 upon 60 will go in how many times? If I divided by 5,
165. Mom, in what table? In which numbers table?
5 stable.
Oh, we're using 5 table.
Mhm. See, Hafsa, look at the screen. Uh, 36 is not in 5 stable, but 35 is. And how many times? 7. Balance will be 1, so 10. 10 will go in 2 times. So we will have 72. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
So I'm going to stop the calculation here on 13 by 72. Now I'll just multiply this by 540. Okay. Now I will use 2's table to cancel this out, 72 and 540. Okay. 72 will go in how many times? 30 is 70, so 31.
30 is
Wait, 30,
60.
sorry. No, yeah, 35 is 70. So 36.
5 is
So this will
70.
be
So
30, 36 into 2
100
is
is
70.
250. 250.
What about 540?
250. No. 250 and then 20. 270.
Hmm. 270. Again, I can divide because there's a 0. So this,
It is
I'll divide it by 3. Let's divide it by 3. 3, 1, 12s are 36 and this will be 90, right?
yes.
Again, 3 30s are and 3 4s are. Again, 2 and 15. Okay. Now 13 into 15 upon 2. So I'll have to multiply 13 and 15. Five threes are 15, balance 1, 5 ones are 5, 6, and then 13. 13, 5, 9, 195 upon 2.
195.
195 divided by 2, and it's gonna
Mm.
be 2 8s are, no, 2 9s are 18, balance 1, 5, 2 7s are 14, 1. So I'll just do 97.5. Okay, so he scored 97.5 marks. Okay,
Yes, mom.
it's a little bit long calculation. Write this down.
Little bit. Mom, I wrote it.
Okay, so this was for which subject? Let's go back to the screen.
I think SSG.
Yes, yes. So just write like in a table form, you can write this down. For maths, the marks are 135, and for SST, it is 97.5, I guess. Are you calculating for the next one?
Yes, mom.
Okay.
Mm. Into 540, right? Into the
Multiplied by
total.
5. Yeah,
Big.
total is 540, so multiplied by 540.
Right.
Divide by 360.
Mom, mom, when we're doing division and there's 1 0 left, uh, but like there's 1 0 left at the top, but like till like then like can I write it? I don't know how to explain it.
Hmm. Okay.
So
Is there
here,
is there the option? Can you write?
yeah.
Hmm.
So here there's a number, and here
Mm-hmm.
there's a number and 0 at the end. So here 1 0
Mm-hmm.
is left. But we took down all the numbers and here there's 0.
The remainder is also 0.
Yeah, the remainder is also 0.
Hmm.
So
So
what about this 0? Do we have to take it
you
down?
take no, you have to take it up in the quotient. Okay, let's say your quotient is 51, and the 0 is there, so it's gonna be 510 now.
510.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. I got 120, ma'am, for
For
8
which subject?
80. For science.
Wait, let me check. For science, you have correct. Done, Hafsa? Did you find any other subject?
Just one second.
Okay.